This video will introduce the MintScale data NFT project and how to use the API that it provides at this moment to mint NFTs on the XRP Ledger. The overview provided in the repo, the link is in GitHub, MintScale data NFT. It gives all the instructions that are required to get started. The repo structure has Aquarel XRPL as the minting library, bunch of scripts, some tools, and the one that we will focus on and look at is the API tool for this video. To initialize this repository, make a clone of it, and once you make the clone, you should have a terminal open for it, and at this point you can do make init, which will initialize a Python virtual environment and install all the dependencies. The first time you run this, it will be a bit slow, but after that, consecutive runs will become faster. All the dependencies have now been installed. So at this point, some configuration things need to be done. This repository requires use of MongoDB, Pinata, and XRP Ledger. MongoDB, you'd need to create an instance, and once you've done that, you get a username and password for that instance and the mongodb.net URL for it. You'll need to add that into an environment variable and export it in your shell before starting this up. You also need to create a mint.config.json file in the tools API directory in this project. It should have your Pinata API key, XRP Ledger account number, and the secret. And both of these can be obtained from links here. Once these fields are populated, create the mint.config.json file in the tools API directory and save it, and then we can run the REST API. You can just write make API, and that should get the REST API started. So once this is done, what it does is it sources the virtual environment that was created in the previous step, goes to tools API directory and runs uvcorn, which launches the app. It uses fast API, and uvcorn is a way to launch the fast API. At this point, your local host at port 8000 will have the API running. You can click on this and you can see like a hello message, which means that this API is now live. You can also go to the docs link for this, which will give you the fast API overall test environment for this API that we're providing here. Now this test environment has a few different endpoints. This is a JSON endpoint where you can retrieve a previously created PDF with a specific VIN number for a car. And these are get APIs, and you can also get a PDF of this, a JSON and a PDF for the same car. And you can record events for this car. So we'll do both now. I've pre-populated some aspects. So you do a VIN number, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. And we have a logo name, BMW here. Well, let's do Kia Motors here. So logo name Kia, and we'll get a logo URI, paste it here. Inspection report for this. So it's a sample that we have here for a specific car that was done. Populate this here, and car1.json is some metadata that if we open this here, car metadata, car1.json is what it looks like. So it has a model, make, manufacturer year, registration year, etc. Different metadata for this car. We populate this one and we run execute. And at this point, you can see the fast API endpoint is doing different things. It's pinning files to IPFS through Pinata. It is also then minting on XRPL on that pinned file and then creating an event. And it returns a response body and a return code 200 in this case. So win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 has been created. So at this point, we can go ahead and look at the JSON output as well. Execute. That gives the event that was just created. And if you wanted to look at the actual API, so API / car / PDF / 1 2 3 4 5 6. That will give us on demand a PDF that has been generated for this car inspection report with the logo that we provided before. And this is one row which has now links to the event report. So you can click IPFS, we'll get to the PDF that was provided. In the NFT certificate, we'll go to the XRPL DevNet Explorer for this token that was minted on XRPL. And there's also some metadata that was also put on IPFS for this specific one on Pinata Cloud, which you can now look at for this event. Let's do another one. So we go back to, here we put another different one, 2, well, a little bit different. Let's not change these. We run execute for the same win number 1 2 3 4 5 6. And it has now minted another event for this. So once we do that, we can just refresh this URL. It will regenerate the PDF. And now you have another record. That's it for this video. Thank you. It shows how the repo can be